Wow.
The best afternoon teas in London to book in 2024. Top 5. Number 1. Afternoon tea at the Parlour, Great Scotland Yard Hotel. Conceived with both Mother's Day and International Women's Day in mind, but on until June. A portion of the proceeds from this decidedly pink-themed spring tea at the Great Scotland Yard Hotel's opulent parlour will be donated to Breast Cancer UK. And while the savouries are appropriately Sylvanian family zest, a mini Yorkshire pud stuffed with caramelized Jerusalem artichoke and topped with sharp cheddarla aves you jonesing for 10 more. It's the desserts that are the real calling card. Scones come with a fragrant but not overly flowery rose and rhubarb jam, and they're followed up by a show-stopping orb of choux, brimming with white tea and strawberry spiked cream. Number 2. The Orchid Lounge at Pan Pacific London. It may be one of the newer contenders in London's afternoon tea scene, but exquisite doesn't feel like too strong a word for Pan Pacific Hotel's offering. Its ultra-modern Orchid Lounge is the backdrop for a jewel-bright, intricate collection of delicacies, presented on mirrored plates and framed in a birdcage. There are 2 options for savouries. Choose from a typically English array of intensely flavored little sandwiches, or pick the Singaporean selection of freshly steamed dumplings. For an East Asian take on tea time tradition, then come the scones, which are engagingly light and crumbly, but if your appetite is already flagging, save your efforts for the tea's centerpiece, the patisserie selection. Number 3. Afternoon tea at the Gallery at Sketch. As part of Sketch's Luxe Mayfair Pleasure Dome, the velvet-clad dandy-esque gallery is a lesson in more is more eclecticism, a restaurant and exhibition space. Afternoon tea in this beautiful boudoir is something else, a gorgeous lineup of pretty delights, ranging from a truffle croque, finger sandwiches and still warm scones to Victoria sponge from the trolley and assorted petits. Gâteau? Think pear and pomegranate cheesecake, quince and vanilla Battenberg, as well as red fruit Victoria sponge from the trolley. Don't miss a trip to the cluster of egg-shaped toilets where bird song is piped into each pod. Number 4. Afternoon tea at the Palm Court at the Ritz. As Harrods is to shopping, so the Ritz is to hotels, a London icon and the perfect haven for out-of-towners who will revel in its bespoke traditions right down to the formal dress code. The high-ceilinged Palm Court, where one takes tea, frames feminine pastels with gilt edging and chandeliers, while live entertainment comes from the house pianist, a harpist, or string quintet. Come if you've got a sweet tooth. Showstoppers here are the wonderful pastries, with previous offerings including a delectable rhubarb and custard choux, and a nicely sharp lemon posset macaron. It's seasonal too, with strawberries on the menu in summer and pears in the winter. Number 5. Afternoon tea at Nomad London. Boasting a lush atrium, where plants pile towards a soaring glass ceiling, the Nomad is the perfect setting for a bit of afternoon whimsy. Waiting staff seem formal but friendly. Befitting the environment, the Nomad is classy but still distinctly cool without the stuffiness of some other afternoon tea establishments. In fact, we are encouraged to order Negroni after Negroni made with honey bush tea, part of their delightful tea-inspired cocktail menu, which is the kind of enabling we like to see. The afternoon tea itself pays homage to the Nomad's New York roots, mini lox bagels and pastrami sandwiches, as well as classics like egg mayonnaise, elevated with the always welcome addition of truffle. A decent selection of teas were offered, all from the Rare Tea Company, but we preferred the ones steeped in booze.